Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to tell you're doing well on the NCLEX RN or PN exam in 2020. So this video is going to talk about different techniques that I've learned on the internet that show you're doing really well while writing the NCLEX. If you want to gain more information about nursing or to improve your nursing knowledge about the NCLEX or different career fields, please consider subscribing down below. I upload a video every single week. Also, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, as I took a lot of time in creating this video, and I think it's going to help a lot of people, and if you give it a thumbs up, other people will see it. Also, lastly, I want to mention that I do have a free NCLEX guide on how I pass my NCLEX and a day-to-day plan and layout for how you can pass the NCLEX as well. So without further ado, let's get on with today's topic, which is how to tell you're doing well with the NCLEX. So the NCLEX exam uses what's called a 95% confidence interval rule. So what that essentially means is it's going to keep asking you questions until it's 95% sure that you have met the competency for you to practice as a registered nurse. Now, that confidence interval that they mention in the exam layout before writing the exam really wants to emphasize the fact that there's different measures in them being able to assess your competency. So there's think of the threshold of passing right here. You need to answer enough questions so that you're above the threshold. And when you're above that threshold, you're able to pass the exam and ultimately gain your license. Now, how do you know that you're above that threshold? You have to be able to answer basic questions, but there's certain strategies that I've learned on the internet that the NCLEX loves to do in order for them to assess your knowledge to see if you're above that line or below that line. And the first thing they love doing in assessing that is by asking you SATA questions, or select all that apply questions. So in general, if you're getting a lot of select all that apply questions, that generally means that you're doing very well on the NCLEX, and it's trying to challenge your ability and knowledge to see if you're above that passing line. Now, another type of question that they love to test whenever you're above that passing line or you're in between, and they're trying to decide if you're if you do meet the threshold to practice as an RN, is prioritization questions. Prioritization questions can be a little bit tricky though, because they can be very simple, but in general, if you get a complicated prioritization questions where you're really not sure between two answers, then that means that you're doing really well on the NCLEX, and that means that the NCLEX is trying to test your ability, your knowledge of different topics. Anyways, guys, that's the end of today's video. I wanted to create this video, keep it short, and kind of share with you my knowledge about how the NCLEX tests you and what you need to keep in mind while you're writing the exam. This is not to freak you out in saying that if you don't get a lot of select all that apply, you have a low chance of passing, but this is a reality within the NCLEX, and it is something handy to know in the back of your head whenever you're writing the exam. If you thought this video was helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And let me know in the comments down below if you're writing the NCLEX and what your thoughts are when you're writing it. What are you thinking right now? How are you feeling? I'd love to hear your comments down below. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you in the next video.
So first, you want to go on to my website, www.simplefitnurse.com. Then you want to go on to my books here. And then after that, you want to just click over the book that you want to download and click the download link, and it will automatically pop up in a PDF form. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.